Okay. Hello. Hi guys. Welcome all of you. Welcome to We Learn English. Welcome to Vedantu. Glad to see all of you here. So many of you here. Rekha, Sindhu, Mohan, Anushka, Legans, Divyansh. Hi. Pratham. Great. So I hope all of you are doing great as usual. Super cool, awesome, mind blowing, amazing. Those who are new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. And not only subscribe it, hit the bell icon as well so that you don't miss any important learning here. On this channel, we are doing anything and everything related to English, academic English, non-academic, public speaking, then how's that you can speak English better, faster, more fluently, vocabulary, pronunciation, etc. etc. And additionally, we are also doing personality development sessions. That is, how's that you can train your mind, how's that you can control your mind so that your mind works for you and not against you. You know, basically self improvement videos as well. Perfect. So in case you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now so that you don't miss this amazing self-improvement videos on the channel. And you can ask your other friends also. You must ask your other friends, your contacts on social networking platforms to subscribe to the channel. You can share some important videos with them, some nice, useful videos with them, and just simply tell them about the channel. Let them know about the channel. All right. So today we are doing this figures of speech, the second session of figures of speech. We are already done with the first session of it. So let's see what we have in this second session. This is again going to be a pro topic. It's already a pro topic. It's already a pro topic. So when it's pro, let me tell you this. Let's talk about this first. So as we are learning everything online, and of course Vedantu is one of the, or I will say the best online education service provider, like the best online education company. That's what Vedantu is now, India's number one education company, online education company. But then there is something that we have noticed when we learn something online, when education is something online, these are the problems which you guys face, right? When you are learning something online, when teaching is happening online. So the problem number one is doubt solving. Like you may understand the topic in the live lectures or maybe from the recorded lectures. But what about the doubts, the doubt solving? That's the first problem. And then there is a problem of notes, right? You would always want relevant notes, appropriate notes of the topics, subjects, and everything. And how about tests and assignments? Competitive exams, choice of some schedule. Like, for example, timing matters a lot. And then the choice of language. Maybe some of you like the explanation in Hindi more than in English. Most of you prefer English maybe, but probably some of you prefer learning in Hindi. So that's choice of language. These are the problems we face when we learn online, all right? So Vedantu has ensured all your problems are solved. So let me tell you, all these problems are solved here. Let me tell you how. So the doubts problem, notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, the schedule problem, choice of language, all the problems are solved. Not only these, but then you have these additional bonuses, additional bonus features. That is unlimited live classes. You get access to unlimited live class, all micro and crash courses, performance report is sent to you, and you get personalized attention in the session. So these are the bonus features that you get. What am I talking about? To get all this, to avail all these benefits, you just need to go onto this website. Log on to this website, guys. Just click on this website, vdnt.in/ytpro. Go onto this link and you will be directed to this Vedantu Pro subscription. Yes, you heard it right, Vedantu Pro subscription. So if you really want to be a pro learner, a pro person, and a pro, really want to succeed and kind of become doing in whatever you're doing, you want to be a pro in something. So make sure you have this Vedantu Pro subscription. So the first step would be you select your grade. So we have all 12 grades here, Vedantu. Vedantu is offers complete package, right? So we have not missed anything here. All 12 grades, right from grade 1 to 12. Then let's say the second step would be you select your target. That would be whether you select your board, whether you're from CBSE, ICSE, or a state board. Then you see, then you click on get subscription. That's the third step. All the details will be mentioned just before you click on get subscription. Okay, and look at the options you get. There are three options you get. You can buy a 1 month subscription, a 3 month subscription, or a 6. Isn't that amazing? And the best part is if you guys use my coupon code is what the code you. If you see the coupon code here, that's DG Pro, DG Pro, DG Pro. I can type this for you in the chat box so that it becomes easier for you. 1 minute. Yeah. So that's the coupon code here. That's DG Pro. I'm just using my phone here right now just to check if it's clearly visible. Yes, all perfect. So you see, DG Pro, that's the code that you're using. So the coupon code itself sounds so cool, right? Just as cool as the services. So if you go for this 1 month subscription, there is a flat saving of approximately 400 rupees. So this is the price you get, before applying the coupon code, and this is after applying the coupon code. Look at the difference in the price. This is for all 1 month, 3 month subscription, which is usually for 7,000 rupees before coupon code, but then after coupon code is just 5,949. Look at a 6 month here, 6 month option, which is 11,499. But then if you use my coupon code, you get the discount and only. You see, the reason I'm using the word only, not because uh, the amount is kind of inexpensive. It is. Of course, it is not expensive. It is inexpensive. But the best part is I'm using the word only because on one side you're not compromising your education. You're getting the best quality education at this unbelievable price. I mean, that's an amazing deal, yeah. So your education is not affected. Your learning is not affected at all because of lockdown or any other challenging situation that we are going through, thanks to Vedantu's Pro subscription. So just visit on this link. The link is also given in the description box, guys. vdnt.in/ytpro. Use the coupon code DGPRO. DGPRO. Superb. Now we are going to begin the topic here. After this pro news, after this amazing pro news, let's look at this amazing pro topic. That's figures of speech. So this is the second topic, the second session of figures of speech. All right. For those who don't know me yet, that's what my name is, Dhiraj Gabeja. Why do I call myself DG? D is Dhiraj and G is their Gabeja. So that's what my name is, yeah. So you guys can also call me DG here. That sounds cool, right? DG. So yeah, I'm a master teacher here at Vedantu. And besides this, I have been teaching English for more than 9 years now. I'm not only an academic English teacher, but then I'm I'm a communication coach. I've been training people on communication skills, public speaking skills, how that you can speak English better, faster, more fluently. And I'm a human psychologist as well. Now, because I've done human psychology through science and spirituality approach, I I have made sessions on mind counseling sessions as well. If you haven't checked my videos, how to control negative thoughts, how to control your mind, and personality development tips as well. The psychology. Perfect. So, just a quick recap. Just a quick recap of what a figure of speech is. This is something that we discussed in the first session also. What a figure of speech is. A figure of speech is something, figure of speech is a word or a phrase which uses figurative language, you see. And the meaning is different from its normal definition. That's called figurative use of language. For example, you use language in two ways, right? The literal meaning and the figurative meaning. So, for example, if I simply say it is raining heavily, that's literal meaning. You understand the meaning from the words itself. It's raining heavily. But then if I say it is raining cats and dogs, it's raining cats and dogs. That's the idiom I'm using. So, see, idioms have figurative meaning. Figurative meaning as in you cannot guess the meaning from its actual words, from its individual words. You have to find out the meaning. You must know the meaning. That's exactly what a figure of speech is. So a figure of speech is a word or phrases, or it could be a phrase also, right? Which uses figurative language. What is figurative language? Figurative language just means that it has a language that has a meaning which is different from its normal definition. I mean, it does not have a dictionary definition. In simple words, there will be no dictionary definition. So, for example, you can take this example here. Raining cats and dogs is one idiom. So it is not, there is no cat, there is no dog, but then still we say it is raining cats and dogs. That's how an idiom is used, right? So as an idiom has a figurative meaning, similarly figures of speech are the words and the phrases or lines used which have figurative meaning. You cannot guess the meaning directly. Okay, you have to know the meaning. You have to drill into that literary device. So basically, figure of speech is a literary device. The poets and authors, they use it to create that variety, create that fancy language, in their work of literature, especially if it's a poem, right? If you want to understand figures of speech with the help of some songs, those, if you guys like music, yeah, you guys like some songs, yeah. So for example, this Bollywood song example that I had given you in the last session, I don't know if you remember. So for example, let's say there is one popular, very old kind of a Bollywood song. It's very popular, something like Koyal si teri boli, कू 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 सूरत है कितनी बोली. Something like that. Have you heard that? I know I'm not a I think I'm a bathroom singer, but then that's okay. So something like that. कोयल सी तेरी बोली कू 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 कू. So are you actually calling somebody a koel? Are you actually trying to say that your voice is like koel? You do coo 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 coo. No, right? You're simply trying to say you're simply trying to say that your sound or your voice is as melodious as koel's voices, the bird koel's voices. That's again example. Oh, some of you like my singing. Thank you. That is kind of unexpected, yeah. Some heroes, the song is very popular. Koyal, it's like कोयल सी तेरी बोली कू 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 सूरत है कितनी बोली कू 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 कू. Yeah, I'm also kind of laughing at myself, but that's okay. Or another example could be something like this. आज मैं ऊपर आसमां नीचे, आज मैं ऊपर ओ आसमां नीचे, आज मैं आगे जमाना है पीछे, आज मैं ऊपर. You see? That means आज मैं ऊपर आसमान नीचे. Are you literally up and the sky is down? No, right? So this is called figurative meaning. You're simply trying to say you're happy. The song, that's what it talks about, right? You're happy. So आज मैं ऊपर आसमान नीचे, आज मैं आगे जमाना है पीछे. Yo. Yeah, that is another example, you see. So you see, that was another example. We are learning these figures of speech with songs. That's an example. Okay, and then if you see the third example of this song, if you see, have you heard this song, Wave and Flag? Wave and Flag. When I get older, I'll be stronger. Have you heard this song, guys? Yeah, it's like, oh, 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 give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, take your lead now. You know, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. You're trying to compare yourself, right, in the song. When I get older, look at this here. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. Now, can you actually compare a human being with a flag? No, right? So this comparison, this is an example of simile. Yeah, that's how it is. It's a little unexpected for me that you guys are kind of maybe liking my singing. Thanks for the compliments. I sing sometimes. I'm not an amazing singer, but then I try to sometimes. चलो ठीक है. There was some funny explanation, some interesting explanation of what a figure of speech is. चलो ठीक है. So what is that we stopped at? In the first session of figure of speech, we saw uh, yeah, in the first session we had seen 10 figures of speech, right? So the 10th one that we stopped the first session on was personification, if you remember. We had discussed 10 figures of speech, the 10 types in the first session. So this 10th one was personification, where a human quality is given to some non-living thing or non-living idea. For example, the flowers nodded, the snowflakes danced, the thunder grumbled, the fog crept in, the wind howled. So all these non-living things are given some human quality. That's an example of personification, right? Let's look at the 11th now. So this is the beginning of the second session. The 11th figure of speech is synecdoche. The spelling, look at the pronunciation of this word here. Synecdoche, 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 synecdoche. That's how it is pronounced. So what does this mean? What does this mean? So synecdoche occurs when a part is represented by the whole, or conversely. That means the whole is represented by the part. Now, what do we mean by that? What do we mean by that? Look at this example. India won the match. So when let's, for example, there is a cricket team that wins the match. If you see, of course, the cricket team has 11 players. As we all know, cricket team only has 11 players. But still, we say India won the match. That means those 11 players, which is a small part, they represent the whole country. That's what we mean by a part representing the whole, or it could be the whole representing the part. So look at this here. There's a very famous prayer, in Christianity, which is addressed to Lord Jesus. So, oh Lord, give us a daily bread. Now, are we actually asking for a piece of bread when we say, oh Lord, give us a daily bread? No, right? So, this word bread refers to the entire meal. We're asking for the entire meal, right? Combination of food. So, that's how it is. A part represents the whole idea. That's an example of synecdoche. Let's look at the 12th one, which is my personal favorite. That's pun. So if you see, a pun is a figure of speech that consists in a play on various meanings of a word. The various meaning of the same word is used just to create some humorous effect. This is actually used to create some humorous effect in a humorous sense. Look at this here. I believe in you. Look at this image, guys. I believe in you. It's actually believe, right? So I believe in you. So the way the word is used, the way the sound of the word is used to create some humor. Look at the example here. Look at the example. Is life worth living? That depends on the liver. You see, is life worth living? Well, that depends on your liver, right? I mean, liver is an organ that is used. Yes, the leopard changes its spot when it goes from one spot to another. And of course, it will change its spot, right? Changes spot, changes direction, change its location when it goes from one spot to another. So look at the meaning of the word spot. So here the meaning is different, here the meaning is different, but then it creates some humorous effect. Just like a PJ. Pun, you can say in your language, you say pun is used to create some PJ, to have some PJ. Sometimes it could be humorous, sometimes it is not. Like, is life worth living? That depends on your liver, dude. Something like that. So that's like a PJ, right? Okay, anyway. So look at the 13th one. The 13th one is a transferred epithet. What does the word epithet mean? The word epithet simply means an adjective. So when an epithet, that means an adjective, is transferred from one word to something else, that's an example of transferred epithet. Look at this here. I passed a sleepless night. I passed a sleepless night. Now, can night be sleepless? No, right? The person was sleepless. So this adjective sleepless is transferred from this pronoun I to night. Oh, look at this here. He lay all night on his sleepless pillow. Now, pillow cannot be sleepless, right? The he was sleepless here. I had a wonderful day. Now, a day cannot be wonderful. The day is the same always. The day is the same each day. Every day is kind of the same, the same sun, moon, sky, everything. So the day is the same. All right. But then just because you feel amazing, the I over here is feeling good. That's why he says, I had a wonderful day. Maybe he had some good experience. So he was happy, maybe that person here in this example. That's why he said, I had a wonderful day. So this epithet wonderful is transferred from I to day. Look at this here. She looked at him through concerned eyes. Now, eyes cannot be concerned, right? The person herself was concerned. Like she herself was feeling concerned, this feeling of concern, it was her emotion. Eyes cannot be concerned. All right. So that's how this adjective is transferred. That's called transferred epithet. Perfect. Let's look at the 14th one, guys. Look at the 14th one. Apostrophe. Let's see what this apostrophe is. By this, in this figure of speech, it is addressed to some inanimate thing. Apostrophe is a figure of speech that is addressed to some inanimate thing. What is inanimate, guys? Inanimate means a non-living thing. So when the speaker addresses some non-living thing, as in a direct conversation, a mention to a non-living thing, as though you're talking to a non-living thing. If the speaker addresses some inanimate thing, as though it is talking to it, there is having a talk with it, having a conversation with it, or not only inanimate thing but also some abstract idea. It could be some abstract idea. What is abstract? Abstract means what? That you cannot see, right? It exists but you cannot see, you cannot sense it through your senses. That means abstract. It's not physical. Abstract just means not physical. So look at this here. Oh death, where is thy sting? Now the line looks like as though the speaker is addressing death. Now the event of death, it's fictional, right? I mean, the death of course happens, but then it is abstract. It's not physical. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it, you cannot hear it. So you cannot see it through your senses. But then it is addressed to. So when some inanimate thing is addressed to, or an abstract idea is addressed to by the speaker, that's an example of apostrophe. Oh world, oh life, oh time, as though you're talking to world. Now world is just all the human beings, right? Oh life, you cannot actually talk to life. Oh time, you cannot actually talk to time. Now this is a very famous example from childhood days poetry. If you remember your childhood poetries, yeah, your childhood days, yeah. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. As though you're talking to a star, right? Now, star is a non-living thing. It's an inanimate object. It's an inanimate thing. So, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now, how's that you can talk, right? So that's apostrophe. That's an example of apostrophe. Perfect. Let's look at the 15th one, guys. 15th one is inversion. The word itself makes it very clear. The word inversion makes it very clear that the word order is inverted. You see? So, figure of speech, inversion means which is the change in the order of words. The order of words is inverted for some emphasis. For some emphasis, that means to give some special importance or some special effect. So, look at this here. Many a foreign dawn has he seen. Now, this is not correct word order, right? Many a foreign dawn has he seen? No, he has seen many a foreign dawn. Or that's how the correct order would be, grammatically correct. Much have I traveled in the realm of gold. Much have I traveled in the realm of gold? No, I have traveled much in the realm of gold. Come I may, but go I must. You see, that's how the word order is inverted. It would be I may go, or I may come, but I may go, or I must go. That's how it would be. I may come, but I must go. That's the correct prose order. Silver and gold have I none. Is it a correct prose order? Does it sound grammatically correct? No, right? Silver and gold have I none? No. So I don't have silver and gold. I neither have silver nor gold. That's the correct prose order. You see, the word order is inverted. That's called inversion. It can be done for two reasons: to create, create emphasis. Emphasis means to give special importance to a particular word which is inverted, which is written first, or for some special effect. In the poem, some poets they do it. You see, in some poems are written like that, right? With an example of inversion. Example: ship he sank far away in the ocean. Ship, it sank far away in the ocean. It should actually be far away in the ocean. A ship sank, right? That's how it's going to be. You see these in the poems. The word order is inverted in some lines. That's inversion. Okay, perfect. Let's look at climax here. The word climax is actually, this is a Greek word. This is actually a Greek word that's signifying a ladder. So why do we use a go up, right? To head the ladder. When you climb the ladder, when you climb the ladder, you see you're going up and up. So this word ladder means what? You're simply uh, stepping up. So when you step up, here it means something similar. So the word climax just means when the words or phrases are used or they are arranged in ascending order of importance. What is ascending order of importance? Something that is least important is mentioned first, and then something that is more important and a little more important. That's how it is. So I came, I saw, I conquered. It's like first I came, the action of coming. Then you saw, and then you conquered. That is, you won something. So you conquered. I laugh, I run, I leap, I sing, I dance for joy. You see, for example, the least common one is, the least order of importance is laugh, and then a little more important is run, a little more important leap, then sing, and then you dance. You see the ascending order of importance, the ascending order of sense here. We planned, we labored, we succeeded in our mission. The last one is the best example to understand. So first you plan something. That's of course important. And then you labor. That means you work for it. You worked hard. And then finally you succeeded in the mission. So we planned, which is really important. Labored, much more important. And the most important, succeeded in our mission. So planned, labored, succeeded in our mission. Okay. Look at the 17th one, which is anticlimax. What is anticlimax? Just the opposite of climax. That is descending order of importance. So climax was ascending order of importance. Anticlimax is what? Descending order of importance, from higher to lower level. That's what it means here. So descending order of importance from higher to lower level. Look at this here. He lost his wife, his son, his daughter, and his pet cat. Now, if you see, the closest was wife, and then son, then daughter. So we are not trying to say son and daughter was not important, but then it is mentioned in this descending level of importance. The reason a person mentioned wife was because maybe it is close, like intimately close, and then intimately important, and in terms of everything, right? So of course, when you have a spouse, it depends on how what kind of bond the person had. So when he lost his wife, that was unfortunate. So first he mentions of his wife, then son, daughter, and his pet cat. Now all of them are important. Don't take the example wrong, okay? Don't look at it emotionally. All of them are equally important, of course. A cat is also a wonderful life. But then if you see, the person just arranged it. The person mentioned these words just to express the importance from higher to lower level. The importance from higher to lower level. So the first he mentioned of his wife, then son, daughter, and pet cat. So not emotionally, just in sequencing. So this is just sequencing. The sequencing, that is descending order of importance. Now look at this here. The woman said, I do have a prestigious husband and a pair of shoes. You see, first she's talking about a prestigious husband. What is prestigious? Somebody whom you respect, right? Somebody who's important to you. Prestigious, honorable kind of thing. Honorable, prestigious, respectful husband. And then she's directly talking about a pair of shoes. Now, comparing husband to a pair of shoes, of course, that's decreasing order of importance, right? So first sentence, don't take it emotionally. That is just for the sequencing. And the second example, of course, is very clear. I do have a prestigious husband and a pair of shoes. So a husband and then a pair of shoes. There's a descending order of importance. Okay, perfect. Let's look at paradox. Look at paradox. This is again a very common one and a little confusing for many students. You see, a paradox is a statement which appears to be outwardly contradictory, but it conveys inner significance. Now, what do we mean by that? For example, when you read some statement, which is a paradox, it may appear outwardly contradictory. Outwardly contradictory, matlab there are some opposite words maybe, or the meaning looks opposite, the meaning looks contradictory, but still it has some inner significance. It conveys some deep meaning, some inner significance. What do we mean by that? Let's take an example. Look at this here. Failures are the pillars of success. So on one side, I'm talking about failures. On the other side, I'm talking about success. And I'm saying failures are pillars of success. This may look contradictory. Your failures and success, you're talking about two contradictory things, but it has a deep meaning, you see. It has a deep meaning. Failures are the pillars of success. There's a deep meaning, right? That means when you fail, only then you be successful. Every successful person today was once a failure. So a failure is something that is kind of a stepping stone to success. That's what it means. There is plenty in poverty. You see, there is plenty in poverty. On one side, I'm trying to speak about poverty. Poverty, of course, means there is no money. Somebody being poor, the state of being poor is poverty, right? But on the other side, I'm saying there is plenty in poverty. What do we mean by that? There is a lot to learn when the person is poor. Person becomes emotionally tough, mentally strong, you see, and because of poverty. So there is a lot to learn. There is a lot that life offers. There is plenty. There is sufficient. There is a lot to learn. There's a lot that life offers even in poverty. That's the deep meaning there. And look at the third one, which is commonly used to motivate somebody. Right? Lose like a champion. Even if you lose something, you lose like a champion. That's my favorite line, guys. That's my favorite line. So always remember, when you lose at something, when you don't achieve something, when you feel that you have failed something, always lose like a pro, lose like a champion, you see? Because there's nothing called failure in life. There is nothing called failure in life. You either win something or you learn. We have discussed this earlier. You either win something or you learn. So even if you lose something, you lose like a champion. That's like a quality of a true sports person also. That's an amazing gentleman quality. That's a sign of a brave person as well, right? Lose like a champion. Because there are times in your life when we lose things, when we fail. That's okay. Chalo, theek hai. Let's talk about the 19th one. Is metonymy. Let's look at the 19th one here. Metonymy. So metonymy is a figure of speech that replaces the name of a thing with the name of something which is closely associated. We use examples of metonymy in both literature and everyday life. So look at this here. Let me give you a hand. Now when I say let me give you a hand, you don't literally mean your hand, right? So when I say let me give you a hand, you don't take your hand off and give it to someone, right? So let me give you a hand means hand over here means help, right? So that's an example of metonymy. When a word is used that replaces something else. So look at this here. A figure of speech, metonymy is a figure of speech that replaces the name of a thing. It replaces the name of a thing with the name of something with which it is closely associated. So this word hand, this word help basically is replaced with hand. Now, of course, you do not give your hand to someone. You don't cut it off and give it to someone, right? So let me give you a hand, matlab, let me help you. The pen is mightier than the sword. So when we say the pen is mightier than the sword, what do we mean by that? The pen is mightier than the sword. What do we mean by that? That means the writer. So pen, of course, over here we're talking about the writer. And by sword, by this talwar, by sword, what we're talking about? We're talking about the soldier, right? So the pen is mightier. That means the pen is stronger. That means the writer is stronger than the sword, than the soldier. So here we are simply trying to highlight the importance of writing, like the power of words. We are just simply highlighting the power of words. Like the power of words is probably stronger than the sword, than the power of using a sword by a soldier. Perfect. Chalo, let's look at the last one. The 20th one is understatement. You might have not heard about this figure of speech, but this is also used by many poets and also authors as well in their literature work. That means what? So an understatement occurs when something is said to make something appear less important or less serious. We say that's an understatement. The word under makes it very clear. Now you're talking about something to make it less important or to make it less serious. That means understatement. Look at this here. it is just a scratch. For example, let's say somebody is badly injured, or somebody has got a kind of a very serious kind of scratch on his body. Or let's say, forget about body. Let's say there is a scratch on some vehicle, because it is metal, let's say your scooty or something, and we simply say it is just a scratch. So you're probably referring to a large dent on your phone or on your vehicle or something, and we simply say it is just a scratch. That means you're trying to use an understatement here. Look at the second one. It is a little dry and sandy. So you're referring to some desert which is the driest desert in the world, and you're simply trying to lower its importance. You're trying to give it less importance, or trying to use it a little less seriously. It is a little dry and sandy in a desert. You're talking about a desert which can be the driest. Look at the third one. The weather is cooler today. Now, referring to a sub-zero temperature. Let's say it's extremely cold. Let's say you go to some part of the world, Antarctica or something like that, where it is extremely cold, maybe 0 degree temperature, or just 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. You see, and you say the weather is cooler today. You're saying it so coolly. You're saying it so casually. That's an understatement. You see. Look at the second last one. It was interesting. So when we say it was interesting, we're referring to a bad or difficult experience. Let's say you had some kind of experience, some kind of, let's say, event where it was very difficult for you to deal with it. It became very difficult and challenging for you to deal with it. And then once you deal with it, you say, hey, it was interesting. You don't actually mean it was interesting. Just because it was difficult, just because it was challenging, and now the problem is over, you say, it was interesting. It was interesting. You're trying to make an understatement, like you're trying to give it less importance. All right. And then look at the last one. It stings a bit. Probably you're referring to a serious wound or injury. Now, let's say when there is some serious wound or injury, and of course, maybe there is some stinky smell coming out of it, you see. So we say it stings a bit. Now, if you're referring to some serious wound, or for that matter, forget about wound. If you're referring to some, let's say there's a lot of garbage. There is heap of garbage somewhere. Lot of garbage. So much garbage that it gives a very foul smell, that odor. And if you simply say it stings a bit, that means you're trying to give it less importance. You're trying to make the matter less serious. Let's say you pass by some heap of garbage. You're passing by some heap of garbage, and you say it stings a bit. You say it stings a bit. See, you're using an understatement here for something which was very stinky, or you could have used better words for. So use understatement for that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, guys, that's all about the topic. Yeah, we are done with the second session of figure of speech as well. I hope all of you are thorough with the topic now. And don't forget to enroll for the pro subscription. Simply visit on this visit on this link, that is vdnt.in/ytpro. The same link is there in the description box also. Do check out that link. Go onto that page. Use my coupon code. Don't forget the coupon code DGPRO. DGPRO. I mean, to remember it, you can sing it if you want. Yeah, DGPRO. That's all about the video. We are done with the session, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you really like the video, and I'm sure you have now understood figures of speech, you have learned figures of speech thoroughly. So make sure you express your love by liking the video, and do leave your valuable comments. Okay, do leave your valuable comments, and the most important, share it with your other friends also. Ask them to subscribe, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And before I sign off, why don't you go and I have a dare for you. I have a dare for you. I have a challenge for you. The song that I told you, that old Bollywood song, go and sing it to your mom, or go and sing it to some near and dear one, or maybe your sister, or maybe your mom, or maybe your loved one, something like that. You simply sing that in that cute style, the Koyal wala song, you see. So I'll just do it one more time for you so that you can probably do it. Something like this. You go there, get a little emotional, or probably just smile a little, and you simply sing. Maybe you stretch your arms a little in the SRK style, and you can simply say, Koyal si teri boli, ku 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 ku, सूरत है कितनी भोली, oh ku 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 ku. Okay, that was just for some fun. So we have learned figures of speech with fun, and make sure you pass on this fun to others as well. Fun with learning, that's what we do at Vedantu. So you were learning figures of speech with DZ Sir, and thanks for watching. I'll see you off until the next time. See you in the next session. Bye bye.